Hello dear learner, welcome to our fourth lesson on revision on KCPE past papers from 2015 to 2019. Today we are going to look at question 4. In 2019, this was a question that was asking what is the value of this multiplied by third. So in this case, the solution, we have to look at BODMAS because we have different signs. We have negative here, we have negative division, we have addition, we have the bracket, we have negative, we have the multiplication. So the BODMAS will give you the solution. So in this case, we'll start with the bracket. But after going to the bracket, we'll first of all deal also with the BODMAS inside those brackets. So what comes first is division because we don't have operation. So it is 9,000 divided by 3. Don't make a mistake of starting with others. You start with the division because it comes first. So 9,000 divided by 3, I think this will give you 3,000. After we are through with that, then you have sign here positive, negative, and then positive. So you proceed to addition. Because we don't have multiplication, so you go to addition. So it is this one, you add to this one. Kindly listen carefully. It is not this one. It is not 3,000 you add to this. Because the 3,000 carries a negative sign. So it is strictly this one which carries a positive here, you add to that. So this will give you 49,365, you add to 1,035, then you subtract that. In this case, we are going to get 50,400, then you subtract 3,000. Then we have this one. We first of all deal with what is inside the bracket. After we have done the subtraction, we get 47,400, then we have minus this times 4. In this case, we are not going to start with this one, you subtract that. No. The BODMAS states that multiplication comes before subtraction. Therefore, you say this one, you multiply by that. But this one will have the sign. So in this case, when you multiply the 2, you're going to get minus 5,000. Then you subtract to get 42,400. Follow the rule strictly. So the choices are given. We have A, B, C, and D, and B is the correct choice. B, what is the value? What is the total value of the digit 9 in this one? So here you multiply. Since the signs are the same, you just multiply. The solution, you count the number of decimal places, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 decimal places. Therefore, you multiply and then keep this one somewhere. So you multiply 5 times 7, you get 35, carry 1. 4 times 8, you get 28, plus 3 that you carried, you get 31, carry 3. 3 times 7, 21, plus 3, you get 24. Then 2 times 5, 10, carry 1. 4 times 2, you get 8, plus 1, you get 9, and then 2 times 3, you get 6. Then you add. So you're going to get 5, 1, 13, carry 1, 8 plus 1 that you carried here, you get 9. So this is the first part. You have multiplied this one and that one. Remember the decimals. Then you multiply with 3. So we move on. We say 9,315, this one, you multiply by 3. So by 3, 15, carry 1, 3, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 9, 27. But remember, we had 5 decimal places. So we start counting from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll get your answer as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you put your decimal point there. So remember, you start the decimal from this side. Naturally it is always here. Now after getting that, this is not the correct answer. You have to reread the question so that you get the correct answer, because we said it is not advisable and you should always avoid rubbing or erasing the answer sheet. So reread the question. So the question is asking, what is the total value of digit 9? Oh, the digit 9 is here. So we start saying ones, tens, hundreds, okay, and then thousands with th. So in this case we'll have 9 times thousands, so it is 9 multiplied by 1 over 1000. So this is the meaning of that. So when you multiply, you get 9 over 1000, or 0.009. so that is the answer, or 0.009. so that is the answer. So it is important to read the question so that you don't miss at this point. Then we have part C. A cross cylindrical tank was made using metal sheets. The diameter of the tank was 1.4 meters and its height was 2 meters. How many square meters of metal sheets was required to make the tank? Remember, you are also given take pi to be 22/7. So in this case, if you use 3.14, you get it wrong. Read the question carefully. These are closed. Sometimes it might be open. Closed cylindrical tank. So it is form of a cylinder. So those are the things that you need to understand. The diameter, this is 1.4. Sometimes you might be given the radius. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Then this is the height, 2 meters. Then you have to check whether the units are the same. This is meters. Sometimes you might be given this one to be centimeters, the other one to be meters or other units. So you have to be very careful as you read the question so that you don't get it wrong. So this one was tested in 2017. Solution: this good thing, draw a sketch of the crossed tank. So we have the cylindrical, and then we have the diameter, and we have the height. So in this case, we want to get the what? The area of the metal sheet. So how do you get the area? Area is length times width. Area of the top and the bottom. Since the top and the bottom are cylindrical, they are made of circle, then we use the pi r squared. So, and there are two of them. We have the top and the bottom. That is why you have our 2 here. So it will be pi r squared. That is the area of a circle. So in this case, we have 2, which stand for the 2, the top and the bottom. Then the pi we have given here. Then the radius is 0.7 meters. So 0.7, because this is the diameter, and then multiply by 0.7. When you do the calculation, you're going to get 3.08 meters squared. Don't forget squared here. Then area of the curved surface. So the curved surface is this part, okay? And it is good to notice, to look at this part, the circular part. If opened up, it will give you that. So how do you get the length here? The length here will be get by getting the circumference of this circle, or the top. So in this case, how do you get the circumference? It is pi d, okay? Or sometimes people might be 2 pi r. 2r means diameter, 2r, so it might be 2 pi r. And don't confuse with this formula, 2 pi r squared. So this case, we have 22/7 times 1.4. So this will give you 4.4 meters. So the circumference here is 4.4, which is the same distance from here to that. Because it is, when it is folded, it will bring that shape. So 4.4, you multiply by 2, you get 8.8 meters squared. So the total metal sheet will be 3.08 meters squared plus 8.8 meters squared, and this will give you 11.88 meters squared. Then the choices are there, so the correct choice is D. Then we proceed to D. The figure below is a rectangle. We have this, that, and that. So what is the perimeter of the rectangle? This was 2016, and in this case the solution, remember the two opposite sides are equal, so this side and this one are equal, and this one are equal to this. And since you are provided with the length and this one, know that this one is equals to this. That one should be the first thing that should come to your mind, so that you can get the value of x. This one is known as algebra. So x plus 7 is equals to 3x minus 11. So this will assist us to know the value of x, and this is what is called algebra. Very simple. So x plus 7 is equals to 3x minus 11. Like terms together, we take this one to the opposite side, and this one will change the sign to negative, and this one come to this side and it will be addition. So in this case, this will be 11 plus 7 is equals to 3x minus x. This one will give you 18 is equals to 2x, meaning x will be 9 after divided by 2. So the length will be x plus 7, which is x plus 7, and our x is 9 after you have done this computation, so it will be 16. You can confirm using the other side, where you say 3x minus 11. 3 times 9 you get 27, minus 11 you get 16. So this one is 16 and this is 16. What about this one? We have gotten the value of x is 9, so it is 9 plus 1 you get 10. So the value of here is 10. Perimeter means you go round, and then you go back to where you started. So it will be 16 plus 10 plus 16 plus 10, you get 52. So the answer is 52. Choice A is the correct one. What is the value of this? In this case, you start with the bracket, and then you get into the answers. What the value of this? So in this case, you get that one. When you do the multiplication, you'll get 0.034. Then you can change this one into fraction. This one can be into 1,000 because it has 3 decimal places. This one into 1,000. So in this case, you change now this one to multiplication by getting the reciprocal. After you have done that, you cancel 1,000 by 1,000, and then 34 divided by 204 divided by 34, you get a 6. So the answer is 6. So you have to be very careful. If you miss, then you'll get it wrong, and we try as much as possible to avoid rubbing or erasing the answer sheet. Here is assignment for you. We have question 1, the choices are there. Question 2, then we have the answers. We have 3, then make a sketch, then the choices are given. 4, then the choices are given, and we have 5 as the last question. This one will test your accuracy and speed. Thank you, and wish you all the best from Colanet Africa.